Hey, what's up guys? John here, and we just got back from our adventure in Costa Rica. As you guys know, I love wild animals and working closely with them, so we decided to visit a place called Alturas Wildlife Sanctuary. Alturas is a non-profit sanctuary located near Dominical and Uvita. They have a lot of different animals and they primarily focus on rescue, rehabilitation, and ultimately releasing animals into the wild. I've done a lot of wildlife volunteering overseas in the past, but for the both of us, it was our first time visiting and volunteering in Costa Rica.
Well, Costa Rica is my new favorite country. I thought Costa Rica was so beautiful. Everywhere you go, you just see a lot of rainforest, a lot of trees, a lot of wildlife. It's just beautiful.
In Costa Rica, they don't really have a winter and a summer season like we do in the US, more of a wet season and a dry season. More than 25% of the country is protected national parks and refuges, and although the country only accounts for a relatively small portion of the world, it has more than 5% of the world's total biodiversity. So we started work on Monday, and Monday was deep cleaning day, and deep cleaning day means a thorough cleaning of all the enclosures.
So right now we're cleaning out the chicken enclosure, and it's Deep Clean Monday, so we gotta scrub everything off and deep clean everywhere.
One of the things that excited me most about Alturas was getting to be around new animals that I hadn't seen before. I don't think I've ever seen an anteater in my life, and especially not one as cute and adorable as this little one. And of course, being in Costa Rica, the sanctuary also had a few sloths. The majority of the sloths in their care were there because of a very common problem in Costa Rica. Since sloths primarily live in trees and do a lot of climbing to get around, they often make the mistake of climbing on power lines to get from one side of the road to the other, and they wind up getting electrocuted. But luckily there are places like Alturas where they can get the life-saving medical treatment that they need at the Alturas Vet Clinic.
First, my favorite animal was Tom the raccoon. He was super cute. He was in the quarantine side. He had some issue with his legs. Then my favorite animal was Richie, who is a sloth, and he was the first sloth I met. Then my favorite animal was Chippy, the little squirrel. His name was not Chippy, but we called him Chippy. Then it was Jimmy.
My favorite animal though is a cute little baby kinkajou named Jimmy. One thing I have to make absolutely clear is that this place is not a petting zoo. You're not just there to take selfies with the animals, and you won't just be playing with animals all day long. But when I went in to clean Jimmy's enclosure and change out his bedding, he came over to say hi, and it was the cutest little thing. He also showed his appreciation by peeing on me. All just part of working with wild animals, I guess. Before I went to Alturas, one of the things that concerned me was the food. On the website, it says that most of the food they have there is vegetarian. Now, I am someone who does love animals, and maybe it's hypocritical, but I do still eat a lot of meat. I was concerned that I might be hungry all the time, or I might have to bring my own stuff to kind of supplement what they give us there. But I have to say, the food there was so good. There was a guy there named Coco who cooked all our meals every day, and all the food, even though it was vegetarian, it wasn't just boring things or what a lot of people would typically think of as vegetarian. And this is the only time where I can say I've eaten like mostly vegetarian meals and not missed meat at all. So each day we would clean out the enclosures, make sure the animals had clean bedding and that they had water and were well fed.
You're not supposed to sit there.
we're going to bring our sloths in. They come into this enclosure at night, and the reason they come in here at night is so they don't get predated upon. When they're outside here in the daytime, we can keep an eye on them. But at night, things like big cats and snakes, things like that, can come down and eat them. So we're only going to move them for procedural purposes, and I'm going to train you guys on how to move them. And you want to get one foot and the other foot. That's it. Keep hold of that net. Yeah, they're quite tricky. And then that leg doesn't work, so you want to get that one. And now because she only has the 3, I pulled her towards you. Yeah, that's what happens. So you want to try and get all those feet together and hold her back with her back towards you. Yeah, that's it. Now she can't bite you and she can't pull you. The only other time we ever would move them is if it starts to get really, really rainy and they don't have any shelter, in which case we would bring them in here again.
The animals there had a really good diet, a lot of fruits and vegetables, and it all looked so good. It was almost tempting to try and sneak a piece when you were feeding them, but I didn't do that.
We're out here cutting down mango and bamboo for enrichment for the afternoon.
The enrichment is just basically us going out and trying to find different plants that the animals like bamboos or hibiscus. Sloths really like hibiscus, so we got those. We got a lot of bamboo, we got some palm trees or banana trees we got today, and we just put them into the different cages, try to make it a little different each time for every single animal.
During the times when we weren't working, sometimes we'd go up to the pool at the hotel, look out at the view, or just relax. We were right across from the ocean, so of course on our days off, a lot of the volunteers might go surfing or visit some of the nearby beaches, things like that. I think the location of the sanctuary was perfect because you got to have the wildlife experience, but then you also got to go and have like an adventurous experience too if you wanted that also. So overall, our experience at Alturas was amazing. For people like us who love animals and also love adventure, this is one of the perfect places for us to visit. Not only did we get to care for animals that unfortunately can't be released into the wild, but we also got to see so many wild animals. Each morning we wake up to the sound of howler monkeys. The sound is terrifying. It sounds like a demon, but it was cool. Like you'd wake up in the morning, walk outside, you'd see toucans in the trees, sloths in the trees, monkeys, howler monkeys, all different animals. Before we got to Alturas, we spent 4 days in the jungle, but we saw more wildlife, more truly wild animals on the Alturas property than we did in the jungle, even hiking the whole day. So if you like nature, wildlife, and adventure, then Alturas should definitely be on your bucket list. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you very soon with another new adventure.